This is Kelly Goodeyon, Vice President of Starbucks Global Coffee Sustainability and Education, speaking at the U.S. Senate Foreign Relations Committee on May 4th, 2017.
Coffee is the second most traded commodity after oil. And 25 million farmers rely on income generated from growing coffee.
And this is a more recent Deutsche Welle documentary released just a few days ago.
And after crude oil, it's the world's most traded commodity. Coffee makes many traders and roasters rich, but growers stay poor.
The popularity of coffee is undeniable. It's the second most traded commodity next to crude oil.
These references and many others found on websites all over the internet are simply wrong. Influential figures and the companies they represent who show such a lack of basic understanding become immediate and reliable into the collective mind. Once trust is lost, everything they say or suggest, whatever it is, has lost credibility. But why do people keep repeating it? Many references point to 1999's Mark Pendergast's book, Uncommon Grounds, The History of Coffee and How It Transformed Our World. Although the author made a correction in the second edition of the book, people still keep perpetuating this fallacy. So what is the truth? Coffee actually has position 112th among the most traded commodities in the world. It is not even the most traded agricultural product. Wheat and soybean are significantly more important in global trade. Surprisingly, the coffee industry consists of two consecutive value chains. In the first segment, coffee cherries become marketable green beans for roasters and importers, and in the second portion, roasters and retailers subsequently transform the green beans into roasted coffee for general public consumption. Green beans and roasted coffee occupy position 114 and 301 respectively of the most traded commodities worldwide. If coffee is not the second most traded commodity after oil, why is it important and why should I care? Two-thirds of all coffee comes from the most vulnerable farmers in the world. Consumers' preferences affect their lives deeply, and the future and potential sustainability of the whole industry depends on these farmers and their future. How can I help? Stop repeating false information by reviewing your sources. Get involved. Learn about coffee beyond your borders and local culture. Demand traceability because lack of transparency is coffee industry's main issue.